Alright, so, how you doing boys? Hope you're doing well in today's video. Obviously continuing with the theme of the Ragnarok Ban showcases and kind of the same theme that we used in yesterday's video. I'm honestly going to be using Ludocil so much in these showcases, and I figured why not get this one out of the way nice and early, and that is alongside the Trader Meliodas. I mean, Deathbears does a pretty good job of supporting Trader Meliodas, but I feel like with the extra CC is just such a big part of PvP and winning matches. Honestly, going first can easily end up winning you a match over going second, especially with certain teams, even the Barn team. If you can end up out CCing with the HP food as well, I don't think there's any way you can lose. But if you guys don't know what the Barn does, his first card here inflicts charge damage equal to 325% of attack on all enemies. The second card here applies an effect which depletes ultimate move gauge by 2 orbs at the end of the enemy's turn on all enemies for 2 turns, then restricts the use of ultimate moves. The ultimate, which we do have 2/6, inflicts damage equal to 693% of attack on one enemy and depletes 3 ultimate move gauge orbs. The passive, which is the main reason why you'd use the Barn, increase all enemies, or should I say, increase all allies' attack related stats by 10% and decreases all enemies' pierce rate, crit chance and crit damage by 15%. And the last but not least, the Holy Relic increases the hero's damage dealt to enemies by 25%. Not a crazy Holy Relic, another one of those like really big missed opportunity ones, but since we do have the Holy Relic and it is obviously going to help his CC out a whole ton, we might as well get it. Seen around the 60k mark, he can get up to 63, 64, so we are missing quite a bit of CC. Definitely not from his gear. He does have pretty decent gear, not 15% rolls, and that earring piece is definitely a little lackluster, but it is mainly from the cosmetics. I did go ahead and put a couple upgrades in. As you can see, very few of them are actually upgraded, but we will try and max him out over the next week or so. But this is the team we're using today. You guys get the gist of it. Ludocil passive, melee, go big damage. Let's jump right into it. And don't get me wrong, even though I'm a massive advocate for the Trader Meliodas better than King, the kind of thing, I do feel like King will do just a little bit better in this team. I feel like his, not cleave, it's his Sever card works a whole lot better with the Ludocil passive, and the fact he has a double AoE, you can just team wipe so easily right off the bat. Melee single target does do a crazy amount of damage, but just being able to rank up double AoE. If you guys saw yesterday's video, which if you haven't, I'd highly recommend go checking it out, but majority of the matches we just go in and we just instantly win. It's absurd what this team is capable of doing. Can I, if we rank up Meliodas here, I do definitely want to try and proc the second part of his passive as much as possible, which is the damage reduction. But going for this right off the bat with... Hey, I mean, Sariel actually held his own there, that's for sure. We're not going to die from this counter here, which is the main reason I did it. But that lifesteal is going to come in after the fact, and we're pretty much going to go back to full HP, yeah. We have a whole bunch of debuffs on us, which isn't good by any means. But if we can just manage to pull a couple more melee cards, we can probably end up snatching this victory. Look at how strong it is. It's always great going from using melee and stuff like the demonic beast battles and then going ahead and using him in PvP where he doesn't have that damage cap, because so many times you'll just see him attack into like the deer and whatnot and he hits that 30%. There's not much you can really do about it. Do I want to... I think I might just go for this here. Might be our safest bet. Ranking up the AoE just to kind of guarantee the kill. I do believe once we kill Sariel as well... No, were we not? Did I fumble the bag real hard? Oh, I fumbled the bag real hard. Oh. I mean, we just have to pray that our melee can survive this Sariel ultimate. The Sariel ultimate single target as well. Actually, let's quickly bring this up. Is the Sariel ultimate inflicts quell equal to on all enemies? Okay, so it is an AoE ultimate, which definitely helps our case. Depending on his ult level here, we could just instantly lose. I mean, I feel like we definitely could have won that if I hadn't messed up that last turn. That's on me entirely. And I'm not sure if I actually mentioned this already, but the Sariel that we faced in the previous match will actually work really well with the new Barn as well. Main reason being is that he's one of, I think it's 4, maybe 5 characters that actually have the cleave effect. Those characters being Kusok and Zeldris, the main 2, the Sariel with his AoE card, and I believe this Trader Meliodas also has cleave on his ultimate combined with like a bunch of other effects, so very rare to actually have that skill effect, but Barn just does such a great job. I've only used him a couple times. I think this is our 2nd or 3rd showcase with him. The CC alone is enough to make me probably prefer him more than Deathbears. We've still been hitting crazy absurd numbers with him, and the fact he actually helps the tanking ability as well is really great. The fact that we're missing the Ludosio Holy Relic though is definitely hurting us in this match here. The fact that we're not getting it on everyone else. I mean, we are kind of just going for Trader MELI turn 1. Can we please not lose our Meliodas turn 1 here? That'd be great. Oh, thank God. Okay. I mean, as long as that one's on MELI, I can kind of guarantee that we're going to get the kill here. Hopefully we can get a whole bunch of lifesteal from this AoE card as well, because we took way more damage than I would have liked on that first turn. Let's see, a double crit would be nice as well. Oh yeah, look at that. What can't this man do? He is the greatest unit. I'm so glad they made a unit this strong. It's... Oh, look at that. Back to full HP as well. There's no way I can take this Trader MELI slander. King is amazing. Greatest, easily top 2 units. He can't compare to that though. Like, I know first match I was talking about how easily and how well he works with this team, being able to just completely one-tap entire teams turn 1, but you don't get a lot of units that can do, or pretty much you don't get any units that can do stuff like that. I think we've lost this match entirely due to the fact that this Escanor ultimate's going to completely wipe us. I suppose we'll maybe go for this here, that way we can get the Ludosio ultimate. Actually, we might end up killing here. Why did that second attack do so much less? Yeah, I doubt the pumpkin bombs would have done any more damage. Kind of just have to pray that with the damage reduction, maybe that he has a low ultimate level. Once again, just relying our entire match on hoping the enemy has low ultimate levels. Maybe Meliodas, as long as someone survives like the first hit and they can also tank the death effect as well, that's the main thing we're looking for. Love the Escanor cosmetic though. Oh yeah, and that wipes out Ludosio as well. Yikes. Not the greatest start to the video, that's for sure. But hey, I promise you from here on out, only wins. Absolutely only wins. I don't even know how we would have another loss happen. Really nice card draw. I definitely want to get rid of MELI. Could we go for the level 3 single target? I feel like that would be kind of nice. Let's go for that. Let's go for that in this turn. We'll guarantee ourselves to kill a MELI. What do you reckon if we double crit? Maybe 300,000, 400,000? Almost 500,000, yeah. I didn't actually pay attention to that second one crit, but still ridiculous damage. And if he decides to put up the Elizabeth shield, we can rank up and then just instantly AoE. Maybe we can end up killing everyone with a level 3 AoE. It's going to be a little hard to kill Elizabeth, although her stab stats are pretty terrible, especially when it comes to the crit resistance. I feel we're pretty much guaranteed to crit with her. With a unit that has a greater crit chance as MELI, combined with the support from Ban he's getting in the back, we could hopefully... Oh gosh. Even with just such amazing gear, Ludosio is still going to struggle to tank against units like Escanor. Let's go ahead and go for this. This could end up being the wrong play once again. Really hoping that AoE can just do an absurd amount of damage. Obviously you want to use the single target card first, but wow, look at that. Can you one tap as well, Ludosio? Oh my god, he actually didn't do too bad. Okay, well once again, are we just gonna lose another match to an Escanor ultimate? Surely not, right? He one taps Ludosio easily. I don't think MELI can tank that. Oh, Gotha tanks it. Hey, yo. Hold on, Gotha? My guy. Okay, we'll go for the... Let's go double pumpkin bombs for lifesteal, and then we'll throw out the AoE card. Like I said a couple seconds ago, we're not losing another match for the rest of this video. MELI just absolutely... I'm glad we got to show off a couple of the gold cards as well, because it can be a little bit harder. I know we are using Gotha, which definitely helps out for that. And not a crazy amount to talk about in the world of Grand Cross at the moment. Haven't really had anything about Origins pretty much since our last trailer. There's not a whole lot to talk about. Pretty much everything was covered oh so quickly, which is honestly nice. It's good to see that people are onto that kind of stuff. We've seen stuff like Tristan in the trailer, which is really interesting. We know we're going to get our own original story. Cannot wait for us to get our next kind of like gameplay hints and stuff like that. I think it was Amazing did a video for April Fool's Day, basically like saying that he leaked or like had a bunch of like inside info, and it just ended up being a bunch of Genshin in play, which is hilarious. Genshin, a game I didn't really get into. I had a friend who played a whole bunch on release, and I definitely played it a little bit, but still just not something I can get into. I spend way too much time and money on Grand Cross, and even on Dokkan as well, to end up investing in another game. I've been trying to play Why have I just forgotten the name all of a sudden? I've been trying to play Elden Ring a whole lot more as of recent and just struggling so hard in order to find the time for that. I'd really like to invest more because I've only spent like 10 hours on it and I've barely even honestly had so much fun in those first 10 hours, but definitely want to sink a little bit more time into that. Just so hard though with how much time I'm given. Let's see, if we could get a couple more single target cards, we probably could have killed Barn that turn as well. Yeah, other than that, Origins, with getting the Jormungandr next week as well, which I'm honestly so excited for. The struggling with Deer is finally, it's not coming to a complete end. Deer is obviously still insanely difficult content, by far the hardest content in the game. Not like what we've had with the Magelda with Holy Relic Effect. She doesn't put that amount of ease on the kind of event, but I feel like we're probably going to end up getting at least one more Ragnarok character before we get our next Demonic Beast. I feel like that character will have something to do with the kind of cycling effect of the Deer kind of character that has a passive which doesn't make you have to use their type, if you get what I mean. Obviously you have to go, let's say, Escanor, Halloween Matrona, and then Arthur in order to do your cycle. I feel like we're going to get a character that can kind of just, you can throw their attacks in anywhere in their work, but I mean some pretty strong teams have been found with like Skadi and stuff like that, so definitely interested in giving a couple of them a shot. And with the next Demonic Beast releasing, we will gain the ability to infinitely farm. Oh no, we're gonna die turn 1 here, aren't we? You will gain the ability to infinitely farm the Deer materials, which will be super nice. Definitely do want to do a kind of like longer video on that where I just go ahead and grind out as much as possible. Also want to do something like that for the bird raid as well. Are we not gonna end up completely just getting wiped turn 1 here? That would be honestly amazing, but a little hard to believe at the same time. He even ends up getting the extra king card. Wow, that just goes to show how much more valuable it is using Gotha in this team. Like, level 2 and 3 cards, just so crazy what it does for that king. Are we not managing to out-CC anyone here? Can I maybe go for this here? I'm hoping that kills. Very unlikely though. If we kill King, I feel like he's gonna have a Death Pierce in the back and we can just end up winning. Double crit from MELI here, we'll do it. Double normal attack, really? Straight up rubbing it in my face. I still feel like we can bring this match back though. Definitely gonna lose Ludociel or go through this next 10. He could just have terrible card RNG and not get any King cards, which would definitely save us as well. The damage reduction from the Kyo building up doesn't help. And if you guys do have any team suggestions, by all means let me know in the comment section down below. Always looking for new kind of teams to use, and I feel like at this point we are in just a little bit of a dead period. We haven't had any like super big characters released, but I feel like that is probably due to the fact that we're most likely gonna have a new festival and a new collaboration, or at least like a rerun of the Slime, which we're still getting like new leaks to this day. Can't wait for that to actually come to the game. And with this amount of AoE cards, we can pretty much finish everything off. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. I mean, we have beaten all the teams without CC'd, which is kind of what to expect with Ludociel, but even beating teams that out CC'd us and using Ludociel as well, so let's get on to the final opponent. Mans was really using Escanor on the back as well, and you know what I'm going to say? If he had been using the Barn, he would have gotten from the passive the extra kill power in order to actually wipe my, or at least would have had the ability to wipe my Ludociel and go to turn 1, which would have made him win, so Escanor not always the best unit. And the fact that this guy actually has the rank up, I mean, we're actually holding up fairly nicely, but once you get the extra damage and the fact that he got the merger there, what a joke. Ugh, he's emoting on us as well. We almost did the whole way without losing a match. Damn. there we go, that just about does it for today's video. Can't believe that happened. I almost kept my promise. It happens. We ended up losing to quite a fairly strong team. We did get out CC'd as well, so super fun team. Really need to get to actually going ahead and grinding that Ludosio Holy Relic. Once again, cannot wait for Jormungandr to actually come out to make all of that hassle just so much easier. But that just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.